girls, stop being petty. Caitlin Clark, thank you for bringing all that money and shine to the WNBA.
Well, they're going to hate you even more now.
Hey, they can't do anything to me.
They're going to hate you, though.
Hey, they can hate on me, but that mailman better be in my damn house the 1st and the 15th.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Big Zo TV, man. Again! If you have not subscribed, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, man, to help the channel out. Now let's get to the content, man. Okay. Listen, today we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark and the hate that Caitlin Clark has been receiving or not. Now, we got to ask ourselves the question, is Caitlin Clark receiving a lot of backlash because of who she is? Does this have anything to do with race? And the only reason we got to talk about race at this point is because Jamele Hill decided to bring race into it, like she always does for a lot of different situations. Now, Caitlin Clark has burst onto the scene as a known figure in the WNBA now because, you know, now she's in the WNBA. But a lot of people, her recognition started in Iowa. So in college, basically, if you have been under a rock and you haven't been paying attention, Caitlin Clark was one of the premier players in the NCAA women's division. Now, a lot of people sit back and ask, what makes Caitlin Clark so special? Well, let's take her changing the game for NCAA women's basketball. Now, I know a lot of people might hear that and they might say, wait a minute, what about all the people who came before her and did this and did that? Listen, we'll get to that. But let's talk about Caitlin Clark. Now, let's be honest here. Caitlin Clark has broken so many NCAA records, and she has literally brought the viewership to NCAA women's for the past 2 years that I've seen. And that's just the past 2 years that I've actually had the opportunity to follow. Now, I'll be honest with you. Everybody knows that UConn has been running the women's NCAA division for a while now. But seeing Caitlin Clark emerge on the scene has been something that has been pretty interesting, to me at least. And it's one of the things that brought me into watching NCAA women's basketball. Now, the issue here is a lot of people are hating, is what they call it, on Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go have fun, enjoy, you know. But I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does amazing. You know, I hope they do great.
A lot of the issue here is the fact that Caitlin Clark has just basically come out of nowhere. And I think a lot of people don't like that, including some of the WNBA players, because they...
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all ass charters. She bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes. LeBron, you are 100% right. Y'all girls, stop being petty. Caitlin Clark, thank you for bringing all that money and shine to the WNBA.
Well, they're going to hate you even more now.
Hey, they can't do anything to me.
They're going to hate you, though.
Hey, they can hate on me, but that mailman better be in my damn house the 1st and the 15th.
Because they feel like, listen, we've been here. Why nobody paying attention to us? Well, I'm about to tell you why. Because it's pretty simple. A lot of people want to take this and flip this into a race thing, especially when you look at what Jamele Hill had to say. So Jamele Hill is basically saying that Caitlin Clark's race and sexuality have played a role in her rapid rise. Now, I have a few problems with that. And I only have problems with that because I feel like that's unfair to say. At the end of the day, we all know that Caitlin Clark is who she is and she has her popularity because she's an amazing player. Like, if you really look at what Caitlin Clark does on the basketball court, nobody else in the WNBA has been doing that. And we have to look at it from a popularity factor. I feel like a lot of people are looking at it as in who's better, who's this, who can get marketed, whatever. You got to look at what's the most popular thing because that's what's going to sell out arenas. And Caitlin Clark is the answer to sell out arenas. The WNBA has had a problem with paying players the correct compensation. Obviously, they are hella underpaid. For sure. We all know that is a fact. But you can't pay them what they deserve if you're not packing these arenas. Now you have to bring in that revenue in order to justify the money that you're paying these players. And Caitlin Clark is the player that brings that in. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that were watching the league and watching Caitlin Clark do what she does wasn't watching it and saying, hey, we're going to keep watching this now because she's white. That's not how it works. And at the end of the day, let's be honest here, man. Nobody's really watching Caitlin Clark and commenting on her sexuality. I mean, what is it at this point? We expect every WNBA player to go the other way? Like, is that where we're at right now? Are we shocked that Caitlin Clark is actually straight in the WNBA? Is that where we're going? I mean, I don't think any of that plays a factor in her rapid rise. I think it's just the fact that Caitlin Clark is that good. I mean, you look at a Steph Curry of the league, right? Nobody's expecting Steph Curry to do a chase down block. Nobody's expecting Steph Curry to do a windmill on a fast break. Nobody's expecting Steph Curry to posterize anybody. But you know what you can expect out of Steph Curry? For him to shoot a three-pointer from the logo. And that's what makes Steph Curry so exciting, and it changes the game because we're in a new dynamic. I mean, when you look at the WNBA, you have to be honest about what's going on here. These are players that can play. They're all great players, right? But there's a thing that you have to do when it comes to the league, is you have to be marketable. And if you're not marketable, it just doesn't work. Caitlin Clark is marketable because she does amazing things on the basketball court. No one else in the NCAA, let alone the WNBA right now, is shooting the ball like Caitlin Clark. A lot of people want to just get on her and talk about the last few games that she's been playing and whether she's been playing good or not, and you know, her amount of turnovers and everything. But listen, man, Steph Curry went through the same thing when he first got in the league, man. It's one of those things that comes with the territory. Like, a player like Steph Curry gets no slack for scoring 15 points in a game. A player like LeBron gets no slack for scoring 10 points in a game. They're expected to do more, and that shows you the greatness of Caitlin Clark. And I mean, I think it's just irresponsible to kind of throw race into this and kind of discredit everything that she does on that basketball floor. Like, she is literally an elite player, and she fills the seats. And honestly, the WNBA players in the league right now, they should be happy that she has brought this much attention to the league. Now, I know a lot of people are going to come in and they're going to say, okay, why are they not backing Angel Reese like this? Why are they not marketing Angel Reese? Now, listen. When Angel Reese was at LSU versus Caitlin Clark, they were the story, right? And a lot of people gravitated, and Angel Reese was in the headlines because Angel Reese can hoop. She's an aggressive player. She can play, but she's not shooting threes from the logo. There's nothing exciting and amazing that she's doing other than being a fundamental player and playing the game of basketball the right way. It's the same effect we got with Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is a legend in the game, but Tim Duncan played basketball the right way, and it wasn't exciting. That's just the way it goes. So it wasn't something that was super marketable, but it doesn't take away anything from them as a player. I mean, we watch Angel Reese, and Angel Reese's game is all fundamental in the paint, bully ball, mid-range jumper. Caitlin Clark is stepping back from the three-point line. She's shooting from the logo. Then that's what's exciting in the game today. Everybody loves a dunk. Everybody loves a windmill. Everybody loves a poster.
Edwards gets it back.
But the fact of the matter is, you will not see that in the WNBA right now. And that's something that people have to expect. The excitement is what's going to fill the seats. Now, if Angel Reese wants to step back three-pointer from the logo and make it on a consistent basis, then they will start marketing Angel Reese as well. Everybody has their own marketing lane, and Caitlin Clark has just broke that lane and has exploded and has brought people in to watch the WNBA. So, I mean, I don't agree with Jamele Hill bringing in race as a factor. I hate when that comes into play. I really feel like it's unfair to Caitlin Clark. I really feel like it's unfair to Angel Reese to just boil it all down to race. I think they're both great players. I think they both bring attention to the WNBA, and they're both doing their thing. But the fact of the matter is, they just have two different games, and one just is more exciting to people right now than the other one is. So do I think people are unfairly targeting Caitlin Clark? Yes, I do. And I think people should chill out and give her a chance to develop in the league. Basketball is all about excitement. Nobody wants to watch a boring game. Nobody wants to watch a game with no highlights. Everybody is waiting for the highlight. Everybody is waiting for that spectacular moment. A lot of these players are marketable because of their personalities as well. Steph Curry has a personality that's marketable, along with the fact that he's an elite player that can shoot the shit out of the ball. These are all things that plays a factor. I don't know about y'all, but I don't even care about Caitlin Clark relationship. As long as she shoots that three-pointer and it's an amazing shot that nobody else is doing, who the cares, bruh? But listen, let me know how y'all feel about it. Let me know how y'all feel about this whole Caitlin Clark thing. Do y'all think players in the WNBA are hating on Caitlin Clark? Do y'all think race is a factor? Do y'all think her sexuality is a factor? Do y'all agree with Jamele Hill? Or do y'all think that they should just leave Caitlin Clark alone? Let me know in the comment section, man. Listen, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, man. I appreciate you all watching. It's your boy Goods. Big Zo TV. Let's go.